Together towards tomorrow means living for today. Memories in the making, shaping this life of play. An invitation of welcome, where everybody has a place. Our lives an interwoven tapestry, hand in hand, face to face. Together towards tomorrow means living for today. Memories in the making, shaping this life of clay. An invitation of welcome, where everybody has a place. Our lives an interwoven tapestry, hand in hand, face to face. Together towards tomorrow means living for today.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening for the L'Arche London Together Toward Tomorrow Gala. My name is Marietta Drost. I'm the community leader of L'Arche London. This evening, we will be sharing the stories of our community today and our plans for the year to come. We've come through a time of necessary resilience and challenge, and we're happy to be engaging today and the future with energy and new opportunities. I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Melissa Schenk. Melissa is the owner of the MS2 Productions, a high-impact video and social media marketing agency. With more than 23 years of experience, Melissa joins us tonight as the MC of our Together Toward Tomorrow Gala.
Yay!
Hi, Melissa.
It's so great to be back. We're gonna have
back.
a fabulous night tonight. I am so excited to be with everyone once again this evening, and I can tell you, you have planned a very, very special evening for everyone at home as well tonight. So stay tuned, and I hope you have something wonderful to drink and a warm blanket on this snuggly warm. Well, I hope you're warm because it's a cold night out there tonight. We were just talking about the cool temperatures over the past couple of days in and around our area. But it's going to be a fabulous evening tonight, and so everyone can snuggle up and donate. Because we have some amazing programs that we're going to be talking about at L'Arche London and what is happening at L'Arche London, and we're going to share all those details with you. Silent auctions, we're going to have our ticker to see where we're at, where our donations are at. So that's all coming up, but I'll throw things back over to Marietta for now.
As we begin our evening together, we acknowledge the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenapehoak, and the Attawandaron peoples, and the Erie, Neutral, and Huron-Wendat peoples, whose traditional lands we are gathered upon today. We'd like to welcome Reverend David McCain. David is a retired United Church minister and dear friend of L'Arche London. Last year, David completed 15 years of service to the L'Arche London board, and he continues to journey with us in friendship.
With a voice of singing, we rejoice in the presence of L'Arche homes around the world, across Canada, and most especially in London, Ontario. Bless our gala tonight as we raise the needs of our community as we rejoice in the various transitions taking place, as we delight in co-leadership and in co-learning. Draw the circle wide around us, in our L'Arche homes and within our families. Dance with us in delight this night and every tomorrow. May your light shine within us and throughout our homes. May your spirit of love, the spirit of cooperation, the spirit of shared development, reveal the face of Christ in us and in all that we do. Amen.
This evening we pray for peace in Ukraine. We pray for Turkey and for Syria and for all the people who are grieving and coping in the aftermath of the earthquake. We pray for those we love and care about who are closely linked to these places, assistants of our community who have family and friends near or in these places of conflict and turmoil. We pray for peace, healing, and rebuilding in our world. The mission of L'Arche is to make known the gifts of people with intellectual disabilities. We celebrate the unique value of each person and recognize our need of one another. Mutual relationships and trust in God are at the heart of our journey together. L'Arche London is part of a worldwide network of L'Arche International, 156 communities in 38 countries, and 28 community projects. Our connections to L'Arche communities across the globe are vital and vibrant. Our local L'Arche London community is comprised of 3 homes, Cana House, Jubilee House, and Bethany House, and our community hub, The Gathering Place. At Cana, Bethany, and Jubilee, men and women with intellectual disabilities and assistants create home together, sharing the rhythm of daily life, meals, leisure, celebrations, and many community connections. Our homes are at the heart of our community. The L'Arche London Gathering Place is a fully accessible community hub where the L'Arche London day and evening programs have their home. In gradually reopening following the pandemic, people from all over the city are accessing programs and classes in the arts, music, snoozlin, cooking, jazzercise, drama, drumming, and more. The Gathering Place is also home to Monday Morning Music Club and Wednesday Evening Coffee House, 2 places of encounter that are still online and where 80 to 140 people connect and gather each week. I want to have a shout out right now to the core members and assistants of our community who are watching from home. Hi, everybody.
Yay!
It's so good to see. I don't see you, but it's so good to know that you're there. This is a group of incredibly dedicated people who build community together with love and care every day. Hello, everyone. Send in your pictures, okay? I would also like to thank the Banquet Committee 2023 who have prepared this evening for us. Sarah McDonald, Kathy Butler, Andrea Van Hoof, Jen Topfer, Gloria Cripps, Jocelyn Reed, Nathan Hill, Anda Marcoux, and Terrell Campbell. Thank you all. And thank you to the board members of L'Arche London who are watching from home this evening as well. Your wisdom, support, and care for L'Arche London is fundamental to our growth and stability as a community. And finally, thank you to our Ministry of Children, Community, and Social Services partners. Your support and care for L'Arche London and so many people in our city and province is deeply appreciated. And now let's watch a video entitled Building Community Together. This video was produced by Greg D'Souza with help from Jenny Wong and the assistants and core members of Cana, Jubilee, and Bethany.
We've all got something to share. We've all got something to share.
Create fun and sharing joy.
celebrating the unique value of every person.
Journey together with respect.
You shouldn't choose a one-size-fits-all education because you weren't meant to fit in. Consider a university that challenges you to show up and show off the ways in which you are going to change the world. Because we are one of Canada's oldest liberal arts universities, offering an academically elite yet accessible education since 1863. Because we offer strategically small class sizes where expert professors mentor you rather than lecture you, where you're expected to interact and debate, not memorize and repeat. Because customizing your courses, research, and extracurricular experiences to suit your passions is what we do. Because a strong focus on professional development means that you are guaranteed paid internship opportunities. Because we offer a premium undergraduate experience with competitive scholarships and bursaries. Long lines and wait times? Not here. Our culture of care means that you'll get one-on-one support from your personal student advisor every step of the way. Because we want you to access our world-class academic partnerships with Harvard Business School and the Richard Ivey School of Business. Because before you even graduate, you will connect with and receive mentorship from industry-leading Huron alumni. Looking to make your mark on the world? Want to gain the skills and connections to do so? Choose Huron University and become a true leader with heart.
Thank you so much, Huron University, our gold sponsor for this evening. L'Arche deeply values the partnership we share with Huron through work and through friendship. Now, our opening presentation highlights drama at L'Arche London, and we're going to be handing things over now to Jim Schaefer, the arts director, who leads the drama session weekly in our community.
Hi, my name's Jim Schaefer, and for the last 3 years I've been working here as a drama workshop consultant. So theater is telling a story, and the story that we tell is we tell it through the actors. And so even if we do something small, that's still a story, and it's still, and the idea is to share. And we share the acting with each other and have a lot of fun in the process. I wasn't sure what I was getting into when I started with L'Arche. I knew for me to work with a different group, but what was new were the kind of loving people that I came to meet. And I could not ever do this work without the assistants, because it's them that can propel the core members to get involved. And once they're involved, we all have a great time. We use the 7 elements of theater: silence and sound, motion and stillness, light and darkness in terms of tone, and the unexpected. And working the other day with scarves. So we had these big, huge scarves, and everybody had a scarf. And then we made the scarf delineate or denote a character. And sometimes the scarf was a baby, and sometimes the scarf turned us into really old people. And sometimes the scarf turned us into princes and princesses. And each of the 3 houses would come online from their living rooms, and we would do a warm-up. And then what we would do is that each house would create a scene, and we would sometimes share together what the theme of the scene would be, whether we're basing it on a fairy tale or a nursery rhyme, or we're basing it on a theme that was happening in their lives. And what we noticed is how adept the assistants got with their core members in the houses, creating these small scenes. And then they would film them and then show them all. Theater is accessible to anyone, and the proof of the pudding is our work here at large. We work with folks that are nonverbal, who are limited in their physical movement, and they enjoy and create characters as steadfastly as anyone. So theater is accessible to anyone. A play is a story that can be acted, and it's created by actors in character. And all they have to do to be a character is to make choices, and they make choices sometimes only with their eyes, or sometimes they can only make them with their faces, or they can only make choices with their bodies. Sometimes they can also add their voices. But each choice helps them create a character and tell a story. And stories and sharing our stories is what it's all about. And the joy that we experience watching these folks work and watching them create and celebrate their own lives and their stories. It's magnificent. What surprised me the most was the cooperation, the sense from the core people that they were ready, willing, and able to try something new, that they welcomed me with open arms into the group. I never felt like a stranger. I have never felt like a stranger in any of my work here. They chose moments that we could celebrate as best actor, or best use of a prop, or best use of dance, or best use of light, or best comedy. And they judged all the scenes that we created over the year, and then put them together in a montage. And then we got together with a red carpet, and we got all dressed up, and we gave everybody Oscars to celebrate their work in our gathering. What we want to do with Oscar Night is we wanted to show some of the work that we had created and show it to a larger audience so they could see the kinds of things that we got up to. Had some plans to try to get to a performance that we could share with others. I would still like to do that. Thank you very much. I love being here.
No, Jim, thank you so very much. That was phenomenal. And tonight's kind of like an evening at the Oscars, but it's our gala event, so we have got a lot of celebrations going on. But first I want to talk a little bit about our silent auction, Marietta, because first, where the heck do you get all of these amazing items from that are on the silent auction? Because when I was online, I'm going to show you in a second, you click and you click and you click, and there's pages, just upon pages of amazing prizes for your silent auction.
Yeah.
Where do you get them from?
Well, we just have a lot of people who are really participating and sharing wonderful items for us to have in our auction. There's a lot of generosity out there.
And a lot of talent, because you have some of the people that have painted, you have people that make their own bath products. It's amazing. So I want to show you on the screen here for just a second, if we can, how do you get to the silent auction? If you haven't been there already, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out, because the first thing I want you to know, it's super simple. You go to larshlondon.ca, so that shouldn't be hard to do. You've probably been to the website many, many times. Then what you're going to do is click on, when you're on the website, you'll be able to very easily see, oh, and I wanted to mention too, of course, this is what I was talking about, the Gloria Lynn line, for example. She has created her own line of products, so those items are up for bid, and so are many, many other prizes. I shouldn't say, I guess prizes of donations. Now, when you go to the website, you'll see you can click right there to get to the auction. Super easy. And I just want to show you one more slide just so you're not confused. Now, you're going to end up on a page like this, except what I did was, Marietta, you see where it says online bidding ends in? I took it out because if I took a screenshot, it wouldn't be accurate for right now because it's a ticker. You'll see when you get on there's a ticker and it counts you down. Now, the last time to bid on your auction item is on Monday at 9 a.m. So here's what I was thinking, Marietta. I don't know, at what time do you normally get up in the morning?
About 5:45 in the morning.
Okay, good.
Yes.
You're an early riser like I am. So if you're not an early riser, you might want to be on Monday, because here's how you do this. And I'm telling you, like for silent auctions, what I like to do is place your bid, but you got to keep an eye on it. So if there's something you really, really, really want, you got to get up early, set that alarm clock. Is it 8 a.m.? Is it 8:30? Is it 8:45? But it better darn well be between that 8:50 to 9 a.m. mark. Keep your eye on it and get that final bid in on everything that you want, right? So Monday, mark the clocks and set the alarm, but don't wait until Monday, okay? Don't wait. Get the bids in now. Let's see where they're at. There's so many amazing. You've got gift certificates, you have paintings, you have, there is clearly something for every taste, every need out there. Yeah, there's so many fabulous things out there. So we were talking a little bit about the Oscars with Jim in drama. Now, I know tonight isn't the Oscars, but it could be like the Oscars, and maybe you're celebrating like the Oscars at home. So we want to know, what are you doing at home tonight when you're watching us? We can't see you, so we want you to share it with us. So here is the number, right? Get a piece of paper if you can, or have someone write this down for you, or maybe text it right into your phone right now. The number is 548-388-7547. So 548-388-7547. Nathan, do we have anybody that's texted us any photos yet? Nathan's in our master control. If you wonder who I'm speaking to right now, of course, he's busy. He's pushing all the buttons and making Marietta and I look great, as are all of the people behind the scenes here in our studio this evening. So we have some amazing photos, and they will be coming up for you in just a few minutes. Oh my gosh! Okay, just like that. See, ask and you shall receive.
Looking
right?
good.
Okay, this is what I love to see.
Yeah, more.
You know everybody's names, don't you?
Joanna.
There you go. Okay.
Thanks
hey.
for sending the photo.
Oh.
Another one of Toinette and Tony.
Yay.
Hello.
Thank you for sending us in all of your photos. And if you haven't done yet, please do so, because we want to see and we want to hear. Well, we can't maybe hear from you, but we can definitely see you. So, you know, strike a pose. Strike a pose. Send us a photo and give us your best pose, if you will, for tonight, all right? And make this evening very special, because we're going to end on a very special high note this evening as well.
Yeah, we love that you're sending the pictures in. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. And in behind us here, Marietta, you know what we do every year. It's coming up. It's coming up. So we want to know, and we thank you so much for all of the donations that have come in to date. Right, you have got some amazing donors, and I know I can feel we're off to a great start.
Absolutely.
So shall we check and see where we're at? Our goal tonight is to raise $30,000. So where are we at, Nathan? Brr, we need like a drum roll here. Brr, we should have got the drumming circle. We are at just over $11,000 already tonight. So we are off, Marietta, to a fabulous start.
Fantastic.
So I know we're gonna get there. I can just feel it. So thank you for not only tuning in, watching, celebrating with us, but also for your support, for all of the programming. And we're going to be talking, you're going to be actually sharing with us where the funds that we're raising tonight are going to be going for programming, for the supports. And we're showing you tonight exactly where that money is going.
The stories we're telling tonight will illustrate the places where the funds that you donate are going to. Our next video that we're showing tonight is really all about the things that are happening at L'Arche London today. We're excited now to welcome Mel Cavillon, our Gathering Place Program Coordinator, Eliza, our Summer Camp and Takeoff Leader, and special guests who will share an interview of exciting new initiatives at L'Arche London.
Good evening. My name is Mel Cavillon, and I'm the Program Coordinator at L'Arche London. 2022 was a year of welcome and significant reopening of our programs, classes, and encounters at the L'Arche London Gathering Place. After 2 years of having to shut down our day program, we were thrilled last March to welcome 5 core members who lived with their families to be with us on Wednesdays. Now we have 11 core members that are with us on Wednesdays and have begun to open up the rest of the week for day program services. I would like to welcome Wendy to share with us what Wednesday day program has meant for her family.
What does L'Arche mean to us? Wednesdays have become Ali's favorite day of the week because Wednesday means she gets to spend the day at L'Arche. So I guess you could say L'Arche means a lot to us. Ali finished high school in June of 2022, so we are now 8 months into this new season for our family. A season that's both exciting and overwhelming. When I started to plan how Ali's days would look in this new adult life, I felt very certain that L'Arche was meant to be a part of it. When we first toured the gathering place, I was instantly at peace. The space, the light, the facilities, the people. Everything just felt like it was meant to be. In the summer, we had several visits to help prepare Ali and for the incredible staff to get used to her. With each visit, Ali became more engaged in the environment and the activities, and seeing staff who were willing to communicate, who would sing and clap with her, that made our hearts so happy, and honestly, it put our minds at ease. We truly felt that our child was in very capable hands. And now each week, she pops out of the car. She doesn't take a second to look behind. And it's because when Ali's at L'Arche, she knows she's with friends who support and encourage her. And to us, that's the best thing in the world.
Thank you, Wendy. Also in March 2022, we were so excited to welcome drummers back to the gathering place. Every Thursday from 4 until 5 p.m., Laurel has been facilitating a drumming circle that's on a drop-in basis. It has been wonderful to reconnect with old friends, meet new ones, and make beautiful music together. You may remember from last year's gala that we raised $30,000 to support L'Arche London's Independent Summer Camp. I want to thank you for your belief in our dream. Because of your generosity, we were able to make camp a reality. I would now like to invite Eliza McClelland, our amazing camp director, and camper Scott and his mom Suzanne to share about their summer at Independent Summer Camp.
Hi everyone, I'm Liza, the camp director of Independent Summer Camp here at L'Arche London, and today I'm here to tell you a little bit more about camp. But first, I must acknowledge that building a summer camp from the ground up is no easy feat. We were bountifully supported throughout the summer by our strong community at L'Arche London, from offering rides to and from field trips, to stepping in to support when camp staff were sick, to donating items, to tech support, to volunteering to lead workshops, and to answering my many questions along the way. Along with this, our camp would have not been possible without the support from our amazing workshop leaders and volunteers, because over the summer we got to meet some pretty fantastic ones. We also have to extend a big thanks to our larger L'Arche London community, because last year at this time, summer camp was just a dream slowly becoming reality. But thanks to your many generous donations, we saw this dream come to life last summer. So Independent Summer Camp is a program designed for high school graduates aged 18 to 35, interested in deepening their life skills, knowledge, and practice. But of course, summer camp must have some recreation too, so we designed a camp curriculum that balanced both recreational and educational activities. We had workshops in financial literacy, we practiced budgeting and identifying scams. We learned how to get a job, where to get a job, how to keep a job, how to apply for jobs, and all the supports around London that are here to support campers at every stage of that process. We discussed internet safety, how to make strong passwords using legitimate websites, and using social media safely. We cooked yummy chicken Caesar wraps in the kitchen and walked to the grocery store to pick out all the ingredients ourselves. We practiced our laundry skills, sorting, washing, drying, hanging, folding, ironing, you name it. We had transit training, and then we put our skills to practice by taking the bus to White Oaks Mall. We learned about baking and mindfulness and advocacy and communication and active listening and gardening. We also had so much fun with our dance parties, karaoke, drum fit, our field trips to Port Stanley, doing many unique crafts, doing our life skills Jeopardy, drama, bingo, music, you name it. We were busy. And on the final day of each camp session, we would put our money, employment, and communication skills to practice, and we hosted a car wash here for the community in our L'Arche London parking lot. And after that, we would reinforce all the skills we learned over the 2 weeks, and campers would participate in Independence Olympics, which concluded with a graduation ceremony to celebrate all of their accomplishments at camp. We welcomed 5 campers over 4 sessions for a total of 20 campers, and I think it's safe to say there are a lot of aha moments and special friendships formed. So now I'll pass it over to Scotty, one of our amazing campers, and his mom Suzanne to talk about their experience at camp.
My name is Scotty Bellamy. I am 23 years old, and I went to L'Arche Summer Camp from August 15th to August 26th, 2022. I came to camp because my mom said it would be fun, and I wanted to try a new adventure. My favorite memory from summer camp is going to the beach and singing karaoke at the last day when he had a car wash and a graduation. Summer camp at L'Arche makes me feel really happy to meet new friends and do new things. Some days at camp, I was feeling a bit anxious, but Liza and Mel helped me to feel happy and safe. Every morning at summer camp, I told a knock-knock joke to everyone. Here is one for you. Knock, knock. Who's there? Gladys. Gladys who? Gladys, almost time for another summer camp at L'Arche.
So my name's Suzanne, and I am Scotty's mom, and you know, this was really our first experience with any type of programming at L'Arche, and I'm actually quite amazed that this was really the first summer camp because it was really a fantastic experience. From the very first moment when I reached out to the folks at L'Arche and said, I'm thinking about enrolling Scotty in summer camp, but he hasn't been at a camp in quite some time. So Liza and Mel were fantastic, and we came on a Sunday afternoon, a really hot Sunday afternoon, and we met and we toured the facility to really help with Scotty's anxiety around transitioning into the camp. So it was really great from that perspective. For me, you know, I used camp as an opportunity for him in this post-pandemic world to sort of get out and socialize again. It's really difficult to find community. A lot of families, you know, use their home base of their schools in their neighborhoods to find that community. And when you're a parent with a child with special needs, it's very hard to find community, both for yourself and for your child. And we've certainly, through our very brief time at L'Arche and through the experience we had at summer camp, have actually found a community. Scotty's found some friends, we've found a great support network, and we're really grateful to everyone who's enabled us to make that happen.
So just to finish up, it's important to note that none of us are completely independent. All of us rely on many people around us for various supports. And here at L'Arche London, we have a strong foundation of interdependence, which means that we believe that vulnerability and making our support needs known are essential parts of what it means to be human. So this camp does not promise that by the end of the 2 weeks, campers will be completely independent and living on their own, but what it does promise is to welcome campers into the strong community of L'Arche London and offer a buffet of independent skills, so campers can either dip their toe into a new skill or grab onto a skill and run with it. So while we all rely on a lot of people around us in our many groups, our schools, our friends, our communities, we want to be our own person within those groups. So that was our goal in designing this program. So with our strong foundation of interdependence at L'Arche was to introduce and to reintroduce life skills to campers while facilitating a strong community of support at camp and understanding that independence looks different to every single person. For some, it could mean living on their own. For some, it could mean doing their own laundry. For some, it could mean being confident in making their own decisions or having the skills to navigate social media safely. We learned so much over our summer camp, and we are really excited that we will be presenting our findings at the Ontario Association of Developmental Disability Conference happening here in London in April. I feel really lucky that I got to be part of L'Arche London's Independent Summer Camp inaugural year, and I'm really excited to announce that it will be happening again this summer, so keep an eye on our website and our social media for details about registration. Thank you.
See you at camp this summer.
As Scott said, we are very much looking forward to another Independent Summer Camp this year. Building on the success of camp, we piloted a new program for transitionally aged youth called Take Off. On January 28th, Liza, Laura, and I, along with an excellent team of volunteers, welcomed 12 dynamic people between the ages of 18 to 35 to board the L'Arche Air flight and embark on their independence journey with us. This winter, we will pilot 2 6-week takeoff sessions, welcoming a total of 24 participants. Participants have been cooking delicious meals together, and they've been learning important life skills, such as being a part of a team, communication, relationships, money skills, internet safety, social media, and entrepreneurship. Each group will be planning and running a dance, a community dance. We'll open the doors to the public on March 3rd and April 28th, and we want all of you to mark your calendars and join us. Please check out our social media for more details. Taylor is one of our Session 1 Takeoff participants.
I love it. But people say, can you hang out? I go, no, I have my course from 4:30 to 7:30. It's every Tuesday until February 28th.
It has been so fantastic to have this vibrant energy in the gathering place. After we pilot these 2 6-week sessions, we will design a larger takeoff program to be launched in the fall of 2023. Finally, I wanted to share with you that exciting plans are taking shape to reopen our Bonjour Café. First, with catering and takeout orders, and then in the warmer days of spring, we will be moving towards welcoming guests for table service. We are also creating a program for core members to learn vocational skills in the hospitality sector. So everyone stay tuned. Check out our website for details on when we're going to be reopening, and we can't wait to have you back.
Dissolving, releasing, pushing, playing, vibrating, turning, floating, yielding, jiggling, sliding, pushing, sparkling, tuning, pulling, swaying, expanding, melting, releasing, tuning, vibrating, melting, tangling, flowing, dissolving, expanding, turning, rounding, playing, growing, yielding, swaying, vibrating, sleeping, vibrating, pouring, jiggling, tuning, dissolving, jiggling, touching, rounding, melting, tangling, yielding, swinging, vibrating, pouring, loading. All might improvising together be a practice of care. Not knowing together offer creative returns. improvisation be a form of togethering, molding caregiving into care receiving, and care receiving into care giving.
Interweaving,
Yielding,
togethering,
trying,
risking,
togethering, mirroring,
trying,
inspiring, togethering, listening,
receiving,
inviting,
mirroring,
risking, trying,
interweaving,
falling, risking,
together,
inviting, mirroring, listening, inspiring,
trying,
receiving,
flowing,
togethering, co-creating,
dissolving,
releasing,
pushing,
playing, vibrating,
turning,
floating, yielding,
jiggling, sliding,
pushing, sparkling,
tuning,
swaying,
expanding,
melting,
releasing,
tuning,
vibrating,
melting,
tangling, flowing,
dissolving,
expanding,
turning,
grounding,
playing, growing,
yielding,
swaying, vibrating,
sleeping,
jiggling,
pouring, jiggling,
tuning,
dissolving, jiggling,
touching,
grounding, melting,
tangling,
yielding, swinging, vibrating,
pouring.
floating.
Thank you for this beautiful presentation. Ruth Douthright and Kevin O'Connor of Sweet Labor Art Collective have been facilitating a weekly session in musical movement at our gathering place. Ruth and Kevin are recipients of a grant from the Canada Council for the Arts to research and explore movement improvisation as a care practice, what is called choreographies of care and togethering. This class draws on dance improvisation, contemporary dance, and community-engaged art practices. Recently, as you saw in the video, we gathered at Museum London, and we thank Marshall Stonefish for the production of this video, which highlighted this special event. We are delighted this evening to welcome Sister Sue Mosteller, a member of the Sisters of St. Joseph, who joined the L'Arche Daybreak community in 1972. From 1975 to 1985, Sue assumed the role of international leader of L'Arche. Sue has traveled the globe visiting communities, encouraging new leaders and boards, leading retreats, and nurturing L'Arche as a vibrant international community of people. On November 3rd, 2022, Sue was inducted as an officer of the Order of Canada by Governor-General Mary Simon. The award citation reads, "For her dedication to improving the lives of people with intellectual disabilities, and for her decades of work as a leader of L'Arche."
And then after Sister Sue, you're going to be hearing from Caroline Bloomer, a volunteer in the music programs at L'Arche London, a relief assistant at Bethany House, and a PhD candidate in the music education faculty at Western University. We are uniquely blessed that Caroline is here this evening also to share about her exciting doctoral research into meaningful moments. So please welcome now Sister Sue and Caroline.
I've been thinking more and more about what was my experience when I lived at L'Arche Daybreak for 40 years with people with intellectual disabilities and ourselves forming a community together. And I've had a lot more solitude lately, so I've had time to reflect on that. And I'd have to say, in short, that Daybreak for me was a school of the heart. If you and I think about our education, we have to realize that most of our education was for the mind, and it was to help us to make gains in the world and to become successful and to have a good job. And so that's how we were trained in our schools, but we didn't get very much around the heart, around relationships, around anger and fear, about being wounded in our hearts and hurt. And how do we respond and how do we react to those things? Jesus in the scripture says, "Blessed are the poor." And he doesn't say, "Blessed are those who care for the poor." And I realized that people with disabilities were giving me a gift around the heart that I want to talk about tonight. I can honestly say that my years at Daybreak were years that changed my heart in a whole new way, creating community with people who are different from one another, very different, but community, which means we're together, that we try to feel together, that we try to act and to care for each other together, is a place that is a very good place for the heart. Some of the people with intellectual disabilities, when they came to our communities, had had experiences that were difficult for them and hard for them to understand. It seems that they were told, you can't come to this school, or you can't join this scout troop. And they were not allowed, but they didn't know why. And they lived with those questions of exclusion. And it touched them much more in their hearts than in their minds. It was a refusal to accept them as a person. And it was very hard for them, so that sometimes when they came, they were a bit angry. Some were very angry. And as our people continued to struggle with some of those difficulties that happened in their early childhood and in their teens and 20s, they were brought into a community of people who wanted to work together in twos. So we would start by helping someone make their bed, and we would work with them making the bed until they could do it on their own. And that made them very proud. But they can do it, so why not? And then when the next person came, we might say, why don't you help that person to make their bed, because now you know how. So they felt very, very valued and really as equal and part of this community. They didn't feel the exclusion that they had felt earlier in life. So I want to say to you, the people of London, who are knowing your people and loving them, that I speak to you about community, which is also about family. I want to speak about forgiveness and love. The reformation of my heart was to work with those feelings that helped me to let people go free, that helped me to love people who were sometimes difficult, that helped my heart to welcome and to accept what I wasn't familiar with, but what I could become familiar with and what I could learn to love. And I wonder tonight if maybe each of us could think about our lives and think about our relationships and think a little bit about our hearts. Because I realize that letting people go free and not keeping resentments and hatred and anger, not holding on to that, is a very, very great gift. And when we open our hearts to each other and we welcome each other as we are and not as we would like each other to be, we really, really learn something precious and beautiful. And we realize that our hearts need that growth and that reformation that helps us to become beautiful individuals. And I think it takes courage for each of us to think about those relationships that maybe need more support, more love, more care. So I offer that to you, and I offer you the words that I found in Jeremiah, which say, I will give you a new heart, and a new spirit I will put within you. And I will remove your heart of stone from your body and give you a heart of flesh. Thank you, and good night.
In my own journey as a musician, music teacher, and researcher, Working and performing with persons with different abilities, I was always fascinated by understanding the relationships we create in inclusive musical contexts and its impacts on creating meaningful inclusion. By that, I mean to welcome and recognize individuals by who they are and how they exist in and with the world. The psychoanalyst Jessica Benjamin says that it's by experiencing ourselves in the presence of others that we recognize ourselves and our participation in creating meaning with others. So for my doctoral study at Western, I decided to investigate what I call moments of meeting, looking at moments when people can be seen and known while making music with others. My goal is to shed light to the relationships and the importance of moments of meeting in fostering protagonism, leadership, and self-confidence among the ones who identified living with a difference. Also, to provide people with the opportunity to learn new things about themselves in terms of what they can do, who they can be and become as individuals. I'm learning that simply moments of meetings, encounters that we have with others can be powerful tools for creating a sense of belonging and meaningful inclusion in our society. During my study, I had a chance to observe the encounters and sharings happening in the large virtual open mic and interview some of the participants. I'm sharing here some quotes that may help us to engage with some of the open mic participants' feelings and thoughts.
I found it so apologize. All the dances, so apologize. All dances, kiss around. Get to welcome people.
Songs. Songen winter and the is there. And that is there. No, kids on there. Awesome.
Everybody wants to do their best. And there's lots of thought some people put into the songs. Karen and I think, are the only ones that sing the same song week after week, but a lot of people hear new songs and want to sing them and present them, and they do their best. They really, really do their best. And you see lots of smiles on people because even though they're listening, they hear it and they bring some pleasure. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
I like to sing different songs from Magic Rain, Cecilia, Moonshadow. What songs more to sing is Lean on Me.
So I did the Gambler again on a Monday morning, open mic, and everybody loved it. I think the reason I really like those two moments is because I don't get that much appreciation. I don't get that thank you or you done a well job or whatever, because I think they think that I already know. And I'd like to hear the words, thank you, that's wonderful, love you. It makes me feel real good that I approached something that I've never done before.
As long as the force is strong as all, as long as the hair is visible, as free as the blue as the word, a quarter as the blue as big as it hell. Oh, I want you. My experience with open mic is amazing. I love joining open mic. It helps me with a lot of feelings and emotions, and it helps me with connecting with my friends and making new friends. just connecting with new friends is meaningful to me because I get to meet new people. I get to experience new people and their new songs that they sing, and the more I get to know them, the more I'll feel more welcome at open mic.
So just one more thing I want to mention about the culture that was created within the L'Arche London Open Mic, because the uniqueness of this place, I think, allows for all abilities to shine, and perfection is not what is celebrated, but it's the offering. It has very little to do with how professional the song comes across. The level of support and cheer is far more related to the genuine offering of what the person has shared. And I think that is really what has created, really what has helped to create such a safe, joyful place. A place where everybody feels safe to share, because the expectation is not on perfection. It's on who we are, the emphasis on share who you are, share what you want and have to share, and that will be celebrated.
That is what it's all about. Thank you everyone for your insight and your reflections tonight. And I hope you are having a wonderful time at home, perhaps doing some reflecting as well. But I hope you're doing a heck of a lot of celebrating. And we first also have to go back and thank all of our sponsors, because we'll be checking that ticker soon. And these people helped us to get there. First, we want to thank, of course, Huron at Western, Huron University. Thank you so much for being our gold sponsor this evening. And we also have our other sponsors, our partners of L'Arche. We deeply appreciate the support and partnership with Bluestone Properties and St. Aidan's Anglican Church. Right, Marietta?
Yes, we do. Wonderful friends of our community of L'Arche London.
Absolutely. And you'll also notice in the corner of your screen there, we have a lot of donors. I'm seeing so many names, and the list keeps growing and growing. And we thank you so much for your support tonight. We can't do this without you. We can't have all of these amazing programs that you've been seeing tonight without your support. And we do have a silent auction that's going to help to contribute to this evening as well. So the evening doesn't quite end tonight. The silent auction doesn't end tonight. You have until Monday at 9 a.m. So like I said, you got to be an early riser on Monday and get that final bid in. It's, of course, all for tonight's event, To Gather Toward Tomorrow Gala. I love the name of that gala. I love the name of tonight's gala, Marietta. But you're going to head to larchelondon.ca, and there you are going to find amazing things to bid on. Something, along the lines of Gloria Lynn Line, who created her own line as well. So we've got those auction items. We have, I think there are pages upon pages. So you're going to go to the website, click right on it. You're going to end up on the site itself. The clicker, the counter down clock will be there. As I said, it's not there right now. I took it out because it wouldn't be accurate, because it keeps counting down. But on there are like literally 3 to 4 pages of so many things to bid on. So after tonight, you know what I'm going to be doing before I go to bed?
Spending the weekend bidding on silent auction
checking
items.
it out tonight, each night. So I've got tonight, I got tomorrow, and then I got Monday morning to get back over there and do the bidding. So don't forget to do the bidding. Now, we have got to thank you at home, not only for your donations, but for your photos. I love it. We love celebrating with you tonight, and we have so many photos. If you haven't done it already, and some of you have been very generous, sending not just one text, well, not just two photos, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 photos. So this is beautiful. We can take 1 or 2. It's great, but just, keep the enthusiasm coming to 548-388-7547. 548-388-7547. Actually, you know what? Some of the songs were in French. I feel like I should go back and be saying them. Exactly. I feel like I should go back and saying that number, the phone number in French, en français now. So, okay, don't forget, 548-388-7547. Yay! Oh, I love all of these pictures that are coming in. Thank you so much for sending. This is the joy. We can't be with you tonight, but we feel as though we are with you. And you know what? I hope that you feel connected to us. Look, we're like literally a screen apart. We're side by side tonight. Think of us as we're holding hands tonight, and we are celebrating the night with you, with everybody.
Catherine, hello.
Oh, I love, great photos. I love the
Rachel.
joy. I love the smiles, Marietta. And I love the
Taylor.
happiness of what tonight
Heidi,
shows.
hello.
Taylor,
And
you were
Keita,
great in the video.
Corinne.
Look at us, we're talking over each other, but sorry. But yeah, I was just to say, a shout out to Taylor, great video with Mel. Oh,
Aoife,
fabulous
Martha,
job.
Heidi.
Look at this, love these photos. That's great, everybody. Oh my gosh, we do feel very connected with you tonight. And I love all of these happy photos sending in, and love the smiles, and just
Jubilee.
Great action shots. Like I said,
Val,
everyone give us your best
Gabrielis.
pose tonight, and you're
Oh,
doing
look
a
at
fabulous
Jubilee, you look
job.
beautiful. Katie, the chair of our board.
Amazing.
Phil and Laurel.
Love this.
Oh, Rhonda, hello, Rhonda.
Yay.
Lovely to see you. Hello.
Fabulous. Oh, we have so much. I love it. Look at all the pictures rolling in, and just keep them coming. We'll come back. Don't worry, we've got more photos coming up for you a little later on in our broadcast this evening.
Yes,
but
we
it's
do.
time. It's time, Marietta. What time is it?
Is it time to look at our thermometer
It's
again?
time to look at the thermometer to see where we're at. So we were at about just shy of $11,000 last time we checked. Dun 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 dun. Where are we at?
Oh my goodness.
We are upwards
Incredible.
of $19,000. Up to it's 18, 19, somewhere in about there. But we're heading towards the $19,000 mark, and it is
Thank you
because
all.
of you at home. Thank you so much. The donations mean the world to the family at large, for for the camps, for the programs, for the drumming, for all of the events, for the drama and the music and everything that you do. I'm always amazed. We've had people saying, like, you have a drama club, you have this, you have that, like, what don't they do? And you heard from Liza with a summer camp. I just said, I felt as though it wasn't a 2-week camp. I felt like it was a 2-month camp when she went through the whole list of everything that they accomplished in 2 weeks.
And the funds that are given tonight really assist us to have these rich programs at L'Arche London, to have Jim as our arts educator, to have Liza as our camp coordinator. It's just, these funds are so important to create this rich and impactful opportunities for people. And it just brings so much joy to our community as well.
I get so excited because these are just phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal human beings that give their heart and soul to the programs at L'Arche. And you can see it in all the videos tonight. They are just so very special. The connections, the magic that is made under the gathering place, and all of the places that you take everyone, that when you go out into the museums and you go out into the community as well.
And it really is in the relationships that we have together, the coming together, the sense of belonging, the sense of creating friendships together. So you're so right, Melissa. It's a lovely environment to find belonging and to find friends.
I love it. I cannot wait for the Bonjour Cafe to open up once again. You are going to see me there. I cannot wait. I'm just waiting for Mel to give the green light to say,
we're going to have wake-up brownies for you, Melissa.
I cannot wait, and I'm going to be like knocking on the door. Open the door. Okay, Marietta. What do we have next coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to be introducing now John Guido and Jason Klinker. They're part of the Leading Change project of L'Arche Canada. John is the Accessibility and Inclusion Coordinator for L'Arche Canada, who's been team leader for the Leading Change Youth Leaders Group since October 2022. Jason Klinker is a youth leader from L'Arche Daybreak, where he has served on the core member council and worked at the Craft Studio. Leading Change is funded by Employment and Social Development Canada as one of several projects helping develop the leadership abilities of youth with disabilities. The idea is that youth with disabilities learn alongside assistants who support them. The youth leaders will help lead change within and beyond L'Arche as they share what they are learning and take leadership roles within their communities. And so now I'm going to turn it over to a video done by John Guido and Jason Klinker of the Leading Change project.
Hi, my name is John Guido. I'm the coordinator of the Leading Change project. And the core part of the Leading Change project has been a youth leaders group with youth leaders with intellectual disabilities and learning support assistants from across Canada. And I'm here with one of those youth leaders.
Hi, my name is Jason Klinker, and I'm from L'Arche Daybreak, and we have been doing this program, which I've enjoyed, in L'Arche Leading. It's called the L'Arche Leading Change Group, and the purpose of it is to get leaders involved in the program too. It's for the leaders, not necessarily me, or it's to teach it's it's a document to share.
Yeah, so
with the leaders group.
Yeah, so we've been practicing, piloting some leadership development course based on the L'Arche leadership model for assistants. And as you said, it's not just for the group who are part of it now, but also will be made available to all the members in our communities so that we can be developing leadership in each of our communities across the country. Why is it important that persons with disabilities develop their leadership gifts?
To show people that and get them interested, because for me, it's a really good experience. For me, I've had a lot of gifts and opportunities for me to be involved. And if going back to L'Arche, my days starting that, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have this opportunity. So it's a great one.
Yeah, so you had some experience before you came to the group because you were on the Daybreak Core Members Council. You also sometimes, I think, led some mindfulness sessions and did other ways in which you used your gifts to be a leader. And you want other opportunities, and we want to develop those opportunities for all of our members to use their gifts. So everyone can be a leader where their gifts are and where their strengths are, and they can grow in areas and in skills and abilities to use those gifts. And that's what we've been doing, right? We've been learning how to develop our skills and abilities. Do you have a favorite skill or ability you've worked on the last 2 years?
I've worked on meeting people and just having fun and a positive experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I could leave this group, it would be very memorable. I might not use my skills in everything I do, but I definitely want to go and use my skills wherever I can.
I appreciate your positivity, as you said it. You always have a positive attitude. You look for what you can learn and what the best in other people. You give people really great feedback and appreciations, which are two of the skills we've learned, how to give people feedback about what they're doing and appreciations for how they give of themselves to other people. And you're really good at that. You're very insightful. You really speak well. Listening to each other, giving each other feedback has been very important, but it's important for me too. I'm not a youth anymore. I'm a senior now, but I'm continuing to learn. And I think that's really what's exciting, is that we're continuing to learn together, we're growing together, and we're developing abilities from our strengths, but also some of the areas where we're challenged. And I think it's been exciting. You spoke about meeting people in the group. And we were online, right, for the first 2 years of the group. And last November, what happened?
I met them in person.
Where did we meet together in person for the first time?
Last Daybreak.
Yeah, so you were one of the hosts from the Daybreak community who really welcomed us well. It was supposed to be at King's College because we did the course with Professors Pam and Jennifer from King's, who some of the people in Larsh London know very well. And they were great. They taught us a lot about how to listen to others' feedback and make decisions. And we did a lot about presenting stories. But it was great just to be together. We had to meet at Daybreak because the semester time didn't work out well for King's. But we really are excited about how we learned with people outside the course, like Pam and Jennifer, and we learned within the course, and we shared a lot of knowledge together. So we really are excited about sharing this with the communities in the coming years. And we really do hope, as you said it, that there's going to be lots of opportunities for people to lead. I'll give you the last word. What do you want to say to the people in Larsh London?
I hope this is a great experience for you, and wherever you want to go with this, I hope watching this and hearing this program about this program, if you like it, I would highly recommend taking this course and having you involved. It's changed. It can be fun and hard. Well, not hard and easy for me, but it could be fun and fun and exciting as it is for me.
That's great. Thanks so much, Jason.
Thank you, John and Jason, for sharing about your experience with the Leading Change Youth Leaders Group of Larsh, Canada. We look forward to learning more about the important work that you are engaging together. And now, we'd like to introduce Martha, a leader in our community of Larsh, London. Martha, Ian, Aoife, and Jenny will share their experience in preparing and sharing an annual retreat led by Martha.
The way in which I first met Martha was by sitting on the couch reading with another core member, Martha being on the one side, and eventually she would reach over and grab my hand and hold my hand while we were reading stories. It didn't take me too long to realize that as we were doing the stories, Martha would start to smile and participate in the readings as well. So when they asked me about helping with Martha's retreat last year, it was a great pleasure for me to be able to help.
Shortly after I first met Martha, she grabbed my hand and invited me to go for a walk with her. I have since come to appreciate her remarkable gift of connection and how she joins hands and invites people to walk with her. This year, Martha and I and a couple other of Martha's friends went on a new journey together to lead her third retreat. The theme of this retreat was Walk With Me, and if you know Martha, you know that she loves walking. So the Walk With Me retreat symbolized all the walks we take throughout our lifetimes, all of the people that we walk with, our family, friends, mentors, and companions, and those close to us who reach out their hands and invite us to walk beside them and share in this journey of life.
In reflecting about my experience with that retreat, I thought about the scripture that talks about the prophet Elijah in the cave. Elijah is expecting God to pass by the entrance to the cave. Initially, there is this huge windstorm that blows outside the cave, and Elijah waits. And then after that, there's an earthquake,
And that's followed by a fire. But the whole time, Elijah waits while that's happening. There's a great silence that follows afterwards, and then Elijah knows, God is present in that silence. That is the tradition of the church, to look for God in the silence, for us to grow silent and to share that silence and to find God in the silence. And that's certainly been my experience with Martha.
Silence is powerful. We live in a chaotic world where silence is very little appreciated. And Martha's calling and her spiritual leadership is profoundly grounded in silence. Martha, she actually magnifies the silence, and silence magnifies reality. And that is where you encounter God. Martha does ministry with anyone who is willing to sit with her, hold her hand, and to listen to the voice of God in silence with her. And I can tell you many times I've received solutions to problems, inspirations to projects, and consolations while I'm sitting with Martha.
One of the people on the retreat team was Martha's goddaughter Leah, and she created this painting of the road to Emmaus, which was the scripture guiding our retreat. I think one of the special things about Martha's retreat is that not only with her leadership, but it draws the gifts of everyone in community to contribute and share, and I think that's really beautiful. So now this is hanging up in Martha's room.
In preparing for the retreat, we had the idea that we would do a guided meditation. I was actually the person who got to create the meditation, and I'm very happy to say that I still have it on my phone. I don't meditate nearly as much as I think I should, but when I do, I think of Martha, and I think of God reaching me through Martha. That gift of silence and vulnerability is very important to me, and Martha again shows me how accepting we should be of one another. Martha is a great gift to me in showing me the person that I need to be. I'm very touched by Martha being in my life. I am so grateful for being asked to participate in the retreat that we did. It's, I hope, my gift to her, as she has been such a gift to me. Thank you, Martha.
And this evening has been a gift to us all. I have had just a fabulous evening. It's not over yet, and I just want to remind everyone, if you haven't bid on the silent auction, do you remember how to get over there? Really, really simply, you just have to go to the larshlondon.ca website. I'm going to show you one more time just to remind you, larshlondon.ca for the silent auction. Don't forget, bidding ends on Monday. When, Marietta? When does it end?
At 9 a.m. on Monday morning.
Okay, I'm going to engrave that into everyone's brains over the next
couple weekend.
Yes, you've got the weekend to think about it, but don't think, just click. That's what I say, just click, have a look, click,
Yes.
click away, and then do a little once over, we'll call it, on Monday at 9 a.m. Well, don't wait till 9 because it ends at 9. So at least 8:50, okay? Give yourself at least 10 minutes, maybe half an hour, whatever it is you need. Check it out because there are a couple pages in there, so it's going to take a few minutes. And thank you to all of our donors. You can see on the screen here beside me, and we can't do this without you. We are growing. I know we're still getting phone calls, we're still getting donations online. It is coming in, and we thank you so very much for all of your support for tonight. Before we get to our final performance this evening, I want to see where we're at. I have been told they're not completely tabulated yet, but I want to see where we're at. We haven't got the finish mark yet. We're going closer to that finish line. Where are we at so far on our ticker board? Let's have a look. Wow,
Oh my goodness.
Marietta. We are upwards.
Wonderful.
I have to squint here to see this. So almost $25,000. So I call that about what, 24,500 we'll say. It's kind of in that middle ground. I don't have an exact amount with me. I'm just going off what the board says here, but we're not very far away. We're like this much away,
Well,
away.
It's
We can
incredibly
do it.
exciting.
We can
Thank
do
you for
it.
your support, everyone.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
support. All right, one more. We've got a very special performance now coming up.
Yes, actually this is the concluding moment of our evening together.
Where does the evening go?
Yes.
Didn't we just get here?
Yeah.
Didn't we just get here together? We've seen pictures. We have more pictures coming up, so stay tuned for that as well. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yes, and Caroline Bloomer, who shared earlier about her work with us and our study of the work in our open mic, has offered a song for us this evening. It's a James Taylor song, and the song is "How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You." Thank you, Carolyn.
Hi, I'm Caroline, and it's a pleasure to welcome all of you to Large London Gala. Together Towards Tomorrow 2023. It's a privilege to love and be loved, to have someone walking with us on our journeys through life. So I would like to welcome all of you by singing a song and saying thank you for being here walking with Large Community. Feel free to clap along or sing along. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you are. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you are. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotions. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. Thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you, like honey to the bee. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Close my eyes at night, wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I did is just to know. It seems I've been there before. You brighten up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by each one of you. Yeah, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Wah, 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 better for me than I was for myself. For me, there is you, and there ain't nobody else. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you, by each one of you. Yeah, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is just to be loved by you. Welcome to Large London Gala.
I love it. I just want to stop and thank you and you and you and you and you and all of you tonight for coming out, for joining us this evening. Thank you. It has been a very special evening, and you have some thank yous as well.
Yeah, I wanted to thank Caroline for that beautiful song. It resonates so much with us. It's a song that you sing, Caroline, at Open Mic a few times, and thank you for sharing it with us tonight. It was really beautiful. I also want to thank Nathan Hill. Nathan wrote the song that you heard in the intro prior to our evening starting, and we'll be playing it again at the end. And he wrote a song especially for tonight called To Gather Toward Tomorrow. So thank you, Nathan.
Yes, I was going to say, listen to the very end of our broadcast. You will hear Nathan's song at the end once again when we put up our sponsor boards and our thank yous there tonight. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. You can listen to it over and over. And one more thing, I'm going to say over and over, don't forget about the silent auction. So larchlondon.ca, and you have until, I want to hear you at home, yell it out. When do you have until to bid?
That's Monday morning at 9 a.m.
Right. That's right. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Good. You've all been listening. I love it. Okay, we want to wrap up this evening with pictures from you. Thank you so much for all of the pictures. You have just been flooding our text line, our phone line with so many beautiful photos. So we haven't seen all of them yet.
Jeff playing his guitar.
Oh, fabulous. Hey, he was probably singing with Caroline.
Oh, I'm
right?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, I love this. I love the action shots back and forth.
Oh, there's Melissa and her cat.
I gave a double take there for a second. I thought, how did I get in two places? I love it. The cat's even paying attention.
Oh, hello,
fantastic,
Lizzie.
Fantastic. I love it.
Mary B, Tony, hello. Wonderful to see you. And there are all the Howards.
This is beautiful.
Wonderful to see you. Mim, Christian.
Terrific. Oh, well, again, a very, very special evening and a thank you to you. Now, we just received a text from Larsh, and I believe we have a number of where we are currently at to date. Now, I know that some of you send in donations, some of you give donations still, and it continues to flood through the weekend, and we still haven't added in our silent auction. So this right now is currently where we are at for the evening, and I'm just going to say thank you.
I'm going to move over.
Thank you in advance, because we have surged, we have grown so fast tonight, working our way up. So where are we at currently? So far, oh my gosh, we're so close. We are so close. 29, are we, 28,000. We are 2,000 away. You know what? I feel when we add the silent auction, when we get there, by Monday at 9 a.m., we're going to have surpassed it. I know we have. And it's thanks to all of you. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Marietta.
Thank you, Melissa.
I look forward to this every year because I get to spend it with this wonderful woman. You know, you all know how wonderful she is, right?
Well, you know, and the energy between us is really great. So we have a lot of fun. Thank you, Melissa, for being with us tonight.
We do have a lot of fun.
You really made this event really special for all of us. Thank you.
Well, all of us and all of you at home too, and all of your pictures. Thank you. Final words up to you, Marietta.
Well, we wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you for being with us tonight at our Together Toward Tomorrow Gala. We deeply appreciate all of your presence this evening and your help to raise these funds for the programs of L'Arche London. Thank you, everyone, and blessings to you. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and thanks to the team here, here together with Melissa, Nathan,
their whole team here in Master Control that you can't see, but they are all here. So thank you, everyone.
We've had a great time. Thank you. And now we're going to go to a bit of music to close. And
with Nathan, yes.
Yeah. Blessings, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Together towards tomorrow means living for today. Memories in the making, shaping this life of play. An invitation of welcome, where everybody has a place. Our lives an interwoven tapestry, hand in hand, face to face. Together towards tomorrow means living for today. memories in the making, shaping this life of clay. An invitation of welcome, where everybody has a place. Our lives are intertwined,